know if y'all have seen this shirt before, but just in case somebody cares, I figured I'd go ahead and show y'all what this shirt is giving and all that good stuff. Just in case somebody cares. I don't know why my breasts are looking so humongous, because they're not. So I come on here because it's been like maybe an hour and a half now, because I ended up getting pulled away into some other stuff. But anyway, I got up this morning, early this morning, and I did a few things, and then I said, let me see what's going on Instagram. Just started trying to be active on Instagram, trying to be social. I'm really trying to be more social. So I got on there and I saw that Tondy was live. Now, I've never seen her do a live before. I didn't know if she was into those, but I saw she did a live. So I was like, okay. I found her, I don't know how long ago, and I followed her. And it was funny because I love her. If you ever saw my reviews on the second season of Ready to Love, I love her. I do live for her. And it was funny because she and I follow a lot of the same people. And then I would see liked by, you know, her name, her handle on there. And if you've seen that, y'all know that I live for Tondy. And I say I live for Tondy all the time. And then when I found her, what is her name? I live for Tondy. I was like, really? It was meant to be. It was meant to be. But anyway, that's her YouTube thing. But it's ILIV, the number 4, in her name, Tondy, Tondy. So I was like, really? Okay, cool. So I followed her, I don't know how long ago. But y'all, tell me why. I got on the live trying to figure out, you know, what's going on, trying to see what the vibe is like. It was really nice in there, really chill. She was playing some Phyllis Hyman, and if you don't know who that is, go ahead and go listen to her. Go ahead and listen to some of the classics. She is no longer with us. You should follow, you know, what her story was and how her life was. It was a lot. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, go do a little bit of research on that if you are not up on Phyllis Hyman. She was an amazing vocalist. So anyway, she was playing some Phyllis Hyman and, you know, interacting well with all of us. I was here for the atmosphere. So, you know, as it should be, all of us were fans and people were asking her questions about her relationship with Mario and, you know, the show itself. And, you know, is she actually dating now that it's over? And she was simply answering questions from us. She, you know, didn't come at nobody sideways. She said exactly the things that she said before. And, you know, added a little bit of, you know, just some of the stuff we didn't know. So all of a sudden, after she mentioned that her ex was cheap, which we already knew because he has already been a self-proclaimed cheapskate. Out of nowhere, this person who went by the name of Shannon Denise something, I think, they start coming on there talking about Tiny is a stripper. Now, earlier in the live, she mentioned Tiny. And Tiny, I'm not referring to the Tiny that y'all might be thinking of just offhand. I'm not talking about her at all. The Tiny that she's referring to, it was a nickname for one of the castmates on season 2, Aisha. Now, if you don't remember her by name, because she wasn't on there like that, the people weren't looking for her like that on the show, Aisha was the one when they had that barbecue at the house, and one minute she was sitting in Brent's lap, the next minute she was in Mario's face, and after that she was in somebody else's face, and that's why I was led to believe that she was acting thirsty and all this other stuff. I said what I said, and I meant what I said, because that was the behavior that she was exhibiting, so that's what it was. And I had like maybe 1, maybe 2 at the most women that came in on that, in that comment section, saying something about it, like, oh, it's a dating show, why would you say that? That don't make no sense or whatever. And I was just like, yeah, it's a dating show, but you can't sit up here and be like, well, they ain't giving me the energy that I want them to give me, so let me go and walk over here and find somebody else and bust it wide open, tell them bring it back. Like, I'm just saying, she really was like hopping from man to man, like in the same day at the same party. And I mean, it wasn't like we're dancing and hopping from man to man. She literally would go sit on, she clamped down on Brent. And he was looking like, I ain't here for none of this. And there are people who actually believe that he is on the down low. I don't know nothing about all of that. But I'm just saying that Mario was acting a fool because he felt like Tondy was being too obscene with the things that she was saying, because she had a water gun and she was talking about wetness and things of that nature, you know, things that are relating to sex, that, you know, sexual innuendos. And he wasn't here for it. And he was like, I don't want my lady out here doing nothing like this. I don't want my woman out here doing nothing like that. And she's just not the type of person where you gonna try to police what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? She ain't out here killing nobody. She ain't out, to me, she wasn't out there embarrassing him. Like, if anything, the other guys might have been jealous and been like, dang, look at her. I mean, they gonna look at her anyway because Tondy is a beautiful woman. So, I mean, no matter what she would have said or hadn't said, somebody was gonna be looking at her like she was a snack. So it's like, I don't know why you was in your feelings, but whatever. Y'all, so she'd already mentioned her sometime in the live, brought up Aisha. And because there were some issues that had been going on. Aisha, if you watched the reunion, Aisha and Mike, the bald head, boring, and he out of nowhere turned into somebody that creeped me out and was a definite turnoff for like just about everybody, because everybody was like side-eyeing him, especially when he got booted. Y'all, they ain't together no more. And apparently he has a new girlfriend, or he's dating somebody new, and it's very new and fresh. This person and Mike have been together maybe a month. So while Tondy is addressing us, talking to us about, you know, things that have happened with Mario and all that, because like I said, we are fans and people have asked questions in the comment section, and she wasn't being disrespectful or anything. All of a sudden, somebody who apparently already had been joined the live came out of nowhere and was talking about tiny this, tiny that, kept on going off, kept doing the same thing. I was just like, what in the world? Because this was not the vibe that was happening earlier, so I was confused. Tried to call her broke, kept calling the woman a stripper when on the show she was referred to as a nurse. Tondy kept saying that she's a nurse. We were told that she's a nurse, so I don't know if she does both, if she does one or the other, I don't know. But this person randomly kept saying that Aisha was a stripper, kept calling her by her nickname, and the way that he was speaking, Tondy was like, yeah, you sound like my ex. I feel like this is my ex. And everybody in the comment section was like, really? This is what we do? Like, he had a whole profile up there of a woman. Had a woman's name up there and all of that. And it's like, why are you doing all this? She has already blocked him on social media. So the only way that he really would be able to contact her, since I guess she hasn't changed her number, is to actually call her. And he actually calls from all kinds of random numbers. She said that she gets all kinds of blocked numbers and all that stuff all the time. That's probably from him, probably from Reba and whoever else or whatever. The person kept bringing up Genuine and all this other stuff. And I was just like, why? And she already said, the way that you talking, you have to be my ex or somebody who knows my ex, because my ex talk like this. I know the way he texts. I know the way he talk. Like, you or him, or you or somebody who is closely affiliated with him. Y'all, the person kept doing the most. I kept saying, well, why don't they just join the live? You over here doing all this. If you're not Mario, just join the live. And the person never would join the live. So I'm inclined to believe that it was one of 4 people. Mainly one of 3, but one of 4 people. This was the new woman that Mike is with. This was Mike himself. This was Reva, or this was Mario. She believes that it was Mario. I'm inclined to believe it was him too, especially since she was like, y'all understand, like, certain things word for word are things that he has told her out of his own mouth. So unless it was something that he went back and repeated to Reva, which he has a tendency to do, despite the fact that that's his woman, because we're going to use that very loosely up in here. It was just like, why are you saying these exact things that my ex said? So she was just like, nah, this is my ex. I already know it's my ex, whatever. Y'all, the person just kept going on. I'm talking about going on for a long time. 99% of the time saying, Tiny is a stripper. Tiny is a stripper. Then kept calling Tondy out of her name, calling her the B word. And I'm just like, why? Why? So then, like, when they kept trying her, she started saying some slick stuff to them too. Cause it's like, you coming on they live. You're on Tondy's live. Why are you here? Why are you stalking like this, sir? Like, I had got to the point, I was like, just get on the live. Why don't you join the live, bruh? Join the live, bruh. You got all this to say, why don't you join the live and show your face and don't have the camera pointed up to the ceiling like everybody else do when they want to talk all this trash, but then all of a sudden don't want to be seen. Like, why you want to be seen? You acting like you want to be seen in the comments the way that you are. Why are you in the comments like this? That don't make no sense for you to be up in the comments like this. Why are you so pressed? You over here trying to make the world think that you and Reva are just so happy. And Tondy let it be known that that ain't the situation and that the pictures that we see are old. They are not together like that. They might be claiming that they're in a relationship, but there are some things that apparently he has told her, and she the only one who trying to make it seem like she really in that relationship like that. The pictures are old. He in Mississippi doing taxes, and she is in Georgia doing whatever she doing. And I told her on the live, he probably got all kinds of heifers over there in Mississippi doing what they gonna do for him. So I don't know why she thinks she got a prize. I hate when people sit up there and like hype up people that it's like everybody else know they trash. It's like, why are you hyping them up? We know they trash. We know that they have that community, you know, futures and such. There are so many futures out here. And it's like, why are you trying to make us think that this person is everything when they're not? But anyway, y'all, the person finally went on by their business. I was just like, what in the world? But they should have done like Tondy mentioned and did something where they could have kind of tried to redeem themselves by doing another little show that might have been a 2-part thing where they were like, okay, we feel like we need to redeem ourselves. We know y'all are fans. We heard y'all. And they went and vetted some people and allowed her to date these people. And it's just going to show two actual specials or whatever, two days. It's going to be like 2 weekends they would show this, but it will be like over the course of some months, and we'll just see a date every 5 minutes or something like that, or a situation every 5 minutes, whatever it could be. Something. They should have done something, because Tommy didn't say anything. You know, Tommy didn't really, you know, say nothing. They didn't cut none of this stuff out. You know, it was drama, it's ratings, but at the same time, a lot of people lived for Tondy, and they would have gotten even better ratings had they tried to redeem themselves, because she really was out here trying to look for love. She really did want love. She really did want to try something different, because I feel like the only reason why she kind of lowered her standards, that's exactly what I'm going to say, when trying to give Mario a chance, is because she felt like, I've been doing things a certain way for so long and I'm getting the same results. So let me go out here and try something different. Maybe he can bring something different to the table. Maybe I'm, you know, missing out on my blessing because I'm over here like, oh, he cheap. No, let me, you know, no. And my thing is, like, there's nothing wrong with saving money. There's nothing wrong with being frugal. But if a person is used to a certain lifestyle, you can't get mad at them for that. You can't get mad at them for wanting what they want. If you can't handle that, you shouldn't have tried to shoot your shot. Don't look at her and be like, she's so fine and she all this and she all that. If you can't, you ain't bringing nothing to the table. You already know what she wants. She wants you to be able to bring something to the table. She wants you. She feels as though, as she already said on her live, she feels as though if we together, or if you're trying to be with me, then you're supposed to add to my situation. I shouldn't be out here just doing stuff by myself. I have a child, even though her child, I think her child is grown or almost grown. She out here, she got bills. She works. So she like, don't be sitting up here thinking you finna be getting all of this and then you ain't finna pay some bills, you ain't gonna put some money on something or whatever. And you know, she tells these people this up front. And if they willingly pay, they pay. If they don't, then she ain't gonna fool with you. So I feel like you can't get mad at that if she told you that up front. It ain't like it was a secret and then you was just blindsided out of nowhere like she was on the reunion. It's like, what are you talking about? Then, y'all, after everything was said and done, Patrice Lovely came on. She came on out of nowhere because she said something. And I was like, I looked up because I looked away. And then she said something about her. And I said, wait a minute. Is she talking about Patrice Lovely? And I looked and I saw her name. I said, hey, Patrice. And so she spoke back to us and all this other stuff. And she was like, girl, you missed it. And I was like, yeah. And I had told her, she was like, a whole lot of stuff just went down. And then I told her, I said, girl, you missed it. And she trying to figure out what she missed. Tondy ended up catching her up. And Patrice probably would have went off. She was like, yeah, my girl Patrice would have went off. She said that when a while back, I don't know if it was the Mario situation. I don't think so. But she said she stayed with her for 3 months straight. And they both were in dire need of one another because they had both gone through really terrible breakups at the same time. So that was the only reason why. And she was like, oh, I love your home. Apparently Patrice Lovely has a sauna and all this other stuff. Like her house is really, really nice. And she was just like, she didn't want her to leave. Every time she probably would try to go, she would kind of reel her back in. They had all the alcohol they needed. They were able to vent and cry and do everything they needed to do. They are friends. Like, they really are friends, and they come from the same world. So it's easier for them to relate, and, you know, they understand the struggle of what goes into that anyway. So she was like, you know, if I do come over, I'm gonna have to, you know, for real leave, and, you know, I'm gonna have to put something in play because she will try to keep me. So it was a really fun live, and the most started happening, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got more than what I bargained for. But yeah, y'all, the most went down. The absolute most went down, and I was just not ready. I was not ready for that. I was just like, wait a minute, what did I walk in on? Like, the most happened out of nowhere, y'all. So anyway, oh Lord, y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. Do y'all think it was him? Because I think it was him. She even was like, the way that he was texting her was the exact same way that this person was typing stuff and sending it through on the live. And I was just like, I just want to know what the fixation was. Why he kept bringing up old girl, talking about she was a stripper. I'm like, why? What was that about? And then, like, he got mad because she was talking about money and all this other stuff and kept saying, y'all need to be independent. Y'all need to pay your own bills and all this other stuff. It was just very crazy, y'all. Anyway, I done talked y'all heads off enough. I am going to get some stuff up today. Hopefully. I should be able to. I think everybody's okay right now because the most happened over the past couple of days. I think everybody's okay. So I will have the time to get some stuff up. So y'all be patient with me. I hope y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all later on.